Okay, we're joined by Julio head coach Tony Warren. Abby Tuttle, real quickly, Abby's 13 points today were a career high.
Yeah.
Go ahead and open with any comment from Coach Warren, and then we'll take questions for Abby. Questions.
It was a tough start. We dug ourselves a hole to start the first quarter. Sorry. We dug ourselves a hole to start the game. We were very nervous, you can tell. And I talked about in the second quarter, we needed to get the game below double digits by half, and we were able to do that. Came out, played extremely well the third quarter, defended. We switched up defenses to try to contain Hallie a little bit. It seemed to cause them a little problems. We got ourselves back in a rhythm offensively, and we battled. And I'm extremely proud and honored to coach this team. But we battled. It was a good battle today.
Questions for Abby?
Abby, you guys are down 18 in the first half. Just what was it kind of internally that allows you guys to climb out of that and be in the game deep into the second half?
Yeah, Coach Warren's always you got to be ready no matter what. Like you're never maybe called at any time, and I feel like I came in and brought that energy, and I thought that we battled, we came back, we got down early, and we dug ourselves out of a hole, and just came up short in the end.
It was kind of, I guess, working to get you guys back in the game, and then that fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, we started getting stops. That helped a lot. We were able to push in transition and get points, like easy buckets. We weren't doing that the first quarter, and we got easier buckets the second quarter, which gave us good momentum going into the half.
Abby, we talked a couple weeks ago, Coach, you talked about you being the player they recruited.
Yep.
That's what we wanted to see. It feels like since that moment, you've kind of found a different level in your game. Just talk about your overall game today.
Yeah, I feel like I played really aggressive. I feel like, there's some moments where I haven't been as aggressive as I should be, but I feel like I came out, shot the ball, looked to get to the basket, and play defense. So, yeah.
Abby, what have some of these seniors, especially Riley, kind of meant to this team for us?
Yeah, the seniors are everything. All three of them, they've been nothing but the best teachers for me. I have learned so much from all three of them. Like you said, especially Riley. She's the best. She's the best mentor. No one better to look up to.
Questions for Coach?
When your team is down 18 in the first half, I know you have the belief that they can show something like they did when they come back, but it kind of seemed materialized. What did you feel like was the biggest things that led to that?
Well, we switched up defenses, and we started getting stops, and then we relaxed a little bit on the offensive end. The ball moved side to side. We were able to get points in the paint, but it started with our ability to get stops. I just kept telling them, one stop, just chip away. And we were able to do that. Like I said, I am extremely proud of the year that this team's had. When you look at, we lost 4,000-point scores a year ago. We had 3 kids on a roster with significant D1 experience. For this group to win 18 games, no one would have thought that. And to take the defending champs really to the wire. You take away the fourth quarter, they outscored us 22-6. It could be a different basketball game, but extremely proud, very, very proud of this team.
How did you kind of see the cohesion grow as this year went on?
Well, again, you had 5 kids coming back from a year ago, and you had 8 new kids, and I'm just trying to see a mesh. But this group has been brought in from June, spending time together, doing extra stuff off the floor. It's one thing to talk about being teammates, and it's another thing to actually live it. And this group has lived it.
Tony, this game flipped so fast.
Yes, it did.
From the fourth quarter.
Yes, it did.
What happened in that first few minutes?
Well, Hallie took over. We had a missed deep, and with that young lady, your margin of error defending her is really, really small. And if you don't do what you're supposed to do, and you give her an opportunity to get downhill and get her shoulders to the rim, she's going to score. And she did that when we were supposed to switch. We didn't switch. She got a layup, and then she went back-to-back threes. So some missed defensive assignments, and then we started missing shots.
Go back for Hallie. She went to Waterloo West.
Yeah.
Were you guys kind of in on the recruiting for her?
Yes and no. We were early, and then we ended up getting some other kids, and you know, I never question the young women that we recruit. I think people are supposed to, or where they're supposed to be. I cheer for that young lady. She's an amazing young lady. I've known her since she was real little, and she's had a terrific career, and the best is yet to come, as long as she can continue to stay healthy. But just a terrific young lady.
And Riley, another one of those little girls in your team,
Yeah.
I guess. What has she meant throughout her years here?
Well, you know, you never want it to end. I can't say enough about the growth on and off the floor from her freshman year till now. I mean, her freshman year, she said 2 words. Now we can't get her to shut up, you know, and her freshman year, she was literally a baby deer. Now she's the defensive player of the year. So just to watch her growth on both sides of the basketball, there's not very many people that can impact the game on both sides, and she's one of them. It's been an honor.
Coach, we talked throughout the year about how this team is sort of in a rebuilding mode because of all the scores you lost. Do you feel, looking back now, getting to the semifinals where you got that you overachieved? You feel like you went right where you think be? What are your thoughts?
Well, you know, our standard's always here, but you also have to be realistic when you lose 4,000-point scores. Like I said, we had 3 kids Division I experience on our roster. So if you'd have said after our SLU game that we would win 18 games, I'm not sure I would have believed you. But that's a credit to our seniors and their leadership, and it's a credit to our underclassmen of staying bought in and wanting to be a part of something that we feel is very special. As I just told them out there on the floor when I huddled with them, we're this close. We're this close.
What's this experience mean for your underclassmen that weren't playing major roles last year, your freshmen that stepped in this year? What's it mean for them to get this far going into
Well,
next season?
and now I'm going to back up to your last question because that's another thing. I mean, Riley and Terry, those kids were all in different roles than they were a year ago. So again, to win 18 games says a lot. But this is a great experience. The crowd was terrific on both sides. It got loud. Great experience. We've got a little work to do in the summer, but I looked in their eyes in the locker room. They're hurting. They really felt like they could have and should have won. And that's going to drive them this summer. And I'm excited to see that. Any other questions? Thank you. Ooh.
One more. I was just wondering, have you guys had any, is this the end of the season or have you had any postseason invitations?
You know, I think this will be the end, and it's been a long time since we have not been in postseason. But every good thing must come to an end, and next year we'll start a new run. You bet. You bet.